What is it gonna cost you to get your first $20,000, $50,000 a month in 2023? When you are 18, 19, 20, it's very hard. To get to $1 million, you have to become $1 million person. What is it gonna cost you to get your first $20,000, $50,000 a month in 2023? A lot of people do not speak about the fact that it's gonna cost you more than money to get to this point. And by sharing my story, I hope that you can understand and learn what is it gonna cost you to get to this point where you're making 20, 40, 50 G's every single month. First thing first, I started out when I was 18, 19 in the entrepreneurial space. Since then, I started multiple business, lost it all twice, and I went from making negative $9,000 every single month to making over $250,000 in the past 5 months alone. Now, what did it cost me to get there? Of course, it cost me money, but it cost me something way bigger than money and with way more weight than just money. First thing first, it cost me family relationships, intimate relationships, it cost me times, it cost me years, it cost me flying through stages in my life that I will never get back again. And this is what it will cost you to get to this point. So stick around throughout this video so you can learn from what I did, what I went through, some mistakes that I made, and hopefully you have a way more smooth ride to get to this first $20,000, $50,000 a month. First thing that it cost me starting out, it cost me my mom's sanity. Imagine, we're immigrants, we got to this country, and her whole dream, her whole point was to work so I could go to college and become a professional. Imagine what happened 6 years later when I come to the house and I tell my mom I'm dropping out of college. I had a full scholarship for 4 years at FIU, Foreign International University. I was playing for the band. And I come and tell my mom that I had dropped out of college. She was devastated. She dropped in tears. For a while, to see it on her face, she was not the same person. And for years, she stuck around reminding me and telling me every single day to go back to college. I don't think this is gonna work out. I don't like what you're doing. I don't like this business. I think you go back to college. So it did cost me for a while my mom's dream. I saw her drop in tears. And on to today, she's happy because I retired her when I was 21. I buy her cars. I pay for her rent, like whole expense or covenant. She's been traveling the whole world. But I know that today, dream of seeing me graduating from a university and becoming a professional, it is not fulfilled. That's number one, you're gonna break your parents' heart when you decide to become an entrepreneur. Number two, if you decide to become an entrepreneur at a very young age, in your teenage years, be ready to skip stages. There are stages of your life that you will never get back. For example, I went to college. After my first 2 semesters in college, I decided to drop out. I only lived 2 semesters of college life, so I don't know what it's like to be going to those football games, to live the crazy life, to go on spring break to a random beach in Florida and just have fun. I don't know what all that is about because I was not in college for those 5, 6 years that most people go to university. So you will skip those stages and you will never get them back. In my case, I think the sacrifice was worth it. I don't regret it, and I'd rather have skipped college like I did and now living the life like I'm living than stay in college and living a very mediocre life for most individuals, not all of you guys, but I see a lot of my friends that they stuck throughout college, they don't even make like 80 grand a year. And that's a lot of money for a lot of them, right? You cannot do anything with 80 grand a year, okay? That's almost my rent for the year, okay? So with that being said, I don't regret it, but be ready to skip those stages because you will not get them back if you're a fully committed entrepreneur. Number three, and this is major, it's gonna cost you most of the relationships that you had. It includes very close friends, includes family, and includes your intimate relationships as well. For a lot of my family and friends, I decided to lock in my house for 2 years, not get out of my house, go fully into business, study. No 4th of July, no Memorial Day, no birthdays, no Christmas, no New Year's celebration. I was locked in my house, not even on trips. My family will go on trips. My mom will go on trips with my sister, inviting me over. I'm not going. I had to retire my mom. I had to fully focus, becoming a very committed entrepreneur, and I had decided that I would have skipped for those 2 years, all pleasure, just focus on business. So I kind of lost touch in a lot of close relationships and also family relationships because I was not going to no event, no Domino's, no partying, no Taco Tuesday, no Crazy Friday, whatever the heck you call it, right? I decided to be fully committed. Not only that, it cost me my 3-year relationship. I went with this girl who I loved a lot and she loved me a lot, but I was so focused on my business that I shifted all the attention from the relationship to my business. I didn't go to her last 2 birthdays, no family special occasions. Hey, I can't go. I have a meeting. Hey, I can't go. I have to be at this event. Or hey, I can't go. I have to do X, Y, and Z for my business. Hey, I can't go. I have to retire my mom. Okay? So just be ready that you may lose a lot of the people that you love the most. Number 4, actually relates a lot to the previous one that we talked about, is that you're gonna have to mature a lot faster. You wanna get to $1 million, you have to become $1 million person. A person who's giving $1 million is not worth $1 million. You can lose it all tomorrow, and if somebody doesn't come in again and give it to you, you will not be a millionaire again. Now, a person, self-made millionaire, can lose it all tomorrow and they will make it again because they're already $1 million person. Now, to become this person when you are 18, 19, 20, it's very hard. Why? The average 18 years old, they don't know first how to get to $1 million. They don't know how to act when they have $1 million. They don't know how to use it. Therefore, you have to mature, laugh faster, skip a lot of stages, and make sure that you become the person who can handle $1 million. Think about it. Will you have the same relationship that you have today if you had $1 million in your bank account? Will you go out through the same places that you go out today if you were worth $1 million? Will you wear the same clothes that you wear today if you were worth $1 million? Wouldn't you be a little more careful? Wouldn't you be a little more mindful of the people that you're around? Wouldn't you be thinking about, hey, maybe this person wants to fuck me up? So you have to mature a lot faster to be the person who can make $20,000 every single month. And with that being said, you're gonna skip a lot of stages in your life that you will never get back. For example, myself, I'm 24 and I think like a 40-year-old guy. With that being said, it is not just about money. Just buying a course or spending money on some mentorship will not get you to become that person who can bring in 20, 40, 50 G's every single month. You have to become that person, and it is not money, it is those sacrifices, the 4 main sacrifices that I spoke to you in the last few minutes that will get you there. So be ready to go through them if you really want to make it this far at a very young age. With that being said, I hope this video was helpful. If you found value in this video, make sure that you comment your thoughts, that you like this video, and that you follow us. My name is Christian the Path. I come from nothing, very humble beginnings, and I was able to retire my mom at 21 years old. I travel over 13 countries, build several businesses, and not only that, one of my biggest flexes is that till today, I have made people more money than I ever made myself. If you want to learn about money, you want to learn about businesses, you want to learn about the top 1% of men, you want to learn about cigars, watches, lifestyle, make sure that you subscribe to your channel, and I'll see you in the next video.